According to the Center for Family Policy and Research at the University of Missouri, in 2014, there was a 61,463 substantiated child abuse and neglect cases in Missouri. While Missouri's numbers are heartbreaking, these numbers are still on the rise. In 2010, the cases in Missouri were only 45,441. That's a 16,000 case increase in 4 years. While being informed about child abuse and neglect is a step in the right direction, there is always more we can do. We can learn to recognize the signs of trauma. We can report what we see, and we can know the resources available. The United States has one of the worst records for child abuse and neglect among the industrialized nations. We lose an average of 5 children every day. That's 5 children who will never get to graduate high school. 5 children who will never lead a life free of pain and fear. Of those 5 children who die from abuse or neglect, it's estimated that 50 to 60% of maltreatment fatalities are not recorded on death certificates. In 2015, the nationally estimated number of children who died from neglect and abuse was 1,670. This is a rate of 2.25 per 1,000 children. According to the American Society for the Positive Care of Children, 80% of children fatalities involve at least one parent, and over 1/4 of victims are under the age of 3. Even more tragically, 49.4% of children who are murdered due to abuse die before the first birthday. This is almost half of all child abuse cases. Half of the victims are too young to tell anyone. This is why we need to know the signs. There are many different ways a child can suffer from abuse or neglect, and not all of them show in the same way. The Center for Family Policy and Research at the University of Missouri breaks down these cases into 5 categories. Of the cases that were substantiated in 2014, neglect made up 64.1%, physical abuse made up 29.8%, sexual abuse made up 22.6% of cases, emotional abuse made up 7.7%, medical neglect made up 4.2%, and emotional neglect made up 1.4%. Knowing the different ways different traumas present in children and their guardians is knowing how to potentially save a life. According to the Child Welfare Information Gateway, some key signs of child abuse can include sudden changes in behavior or school performance, always watchful or on the edge, people that are preparing for the worst, or lack of medical attention from their guardians. You might also notice some strange behaviors from parents or guardians. These can include showing little or no concern for the children, considering the relationship with the child a burden, or viewing the child's existence in a negative way. While these specific traits do not occur in all child abuse or neglect victims, there is always something we can be aware of. The Child Welfare Information Gateway has more information on what to look for each specific type of case. But knowing what to look for isn't enough. Knowing what to do when you suspect abuse is just as important, if not more. Most of these children have been told that no one would believe in them, or that they have been threatened with violence. Some children are so young that they believe this type of situation is normal. These children need our help. These children need someone to be their voice when their voice has been taken away. And that's where we come in, you and I. It starts with only one person who pays attention and sees the need in their area. This is exactly what Foster Adopt Connect has started. Founded in 1998 as Midwest Foster Care and Adoption Association, this support group was started to provide foster and adopted children a stable, loving, and nurturing family environment and the families caring for them. Foster Adopt Connect is a non-profit organization that specializes in solving problems for kids and families involved and affected by child welfare systems. Founded by an experienced teaching foster parent and a new energetic foster parent, this organization believes the best way to help children who have been removed from homes due to neglect, trauma, and abuse is to place them in a committed, loving, and caring family. At Foster Adopt Connect, you're provided with the necessary training and education to meet with special needs of the children in your care area. Whether you're a foster parent already, someone who has seen or experienced trauma, or you just want to help, there are many ways to make a difference. By donating your time or money, or being able to recognize the signs of trauma, you make a difference. Your donations help provide your year-round initiative services to foster and adopted youth. As little as $50 could provide a foster child in need with a supply-filled backpack. To make donations, please visit fosteradopt.org.